1, 2, 3, now. Ooh, that's good. You do got that fishing affliction. That's good. Woo! Boy, don't get no better that first thing in the morning. Woo!
How big is this fish? How big is that?
Oh, God, what a monster. An absolute monster. Woo! Man, that fires me up.
You know what?
Big dog, it's time to wet a line, because it's Fishin' Affliction time for those who've got it bad. Well, mom and dad's grabbed the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and the big dog's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old Ranger boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and the big dog's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Yeah, and we've got it bad.
I've got that fishing affliction.
Hey, I'm Art Defo, and I've got that fishing affliction.
Hi, I'm Denny Brower, and I've got that fishing affliction.
Hey, I'm Mark Menendez, and I've got that fishing affliction.
I'm Bobby Lane, and I got that fishing affliction. Hi, I'm Chris Lane, and I got that fishing affliction.
I'm Shaw Grigsby, and I got that fishing affliction.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here.
No, he ain't hooked that.
He ain't, oh my gosh, big dog.
He don't know he's hooked yet, I don't.
Get him, big dog, get him in the boat. Well, folks, it's time to wet a line because it's fishing affliction time, and welcome into today's episode as we're doing some jaw jacking down on the jack with Team Fishin Affliction, fishing Nickajack. And folks, what a fun trip. Can't get enough Fishin Affliction TV? Then be sure to subscribe to our Vimeo and YouTube channels where you'll find web-exclusive content. And be sure to like our ever-popular and growing Facebook page. And at the end of the show, you'll meet the Fishin Affliction Facebook Friend of the Week. So sit back and enjoy as Team Fishin Affliction is doing some jaw jacking down on the jack. Right here on Fishin Affliction TV. Big dog, how am I going to shoot an intro if you walk away? Aren't you jacked up today? We're going jaw jacking at the jack.
I hope we're going jaw jacking at the jack.
You promised that we would be catching big monster smallmouth today.
No, I did not say that. I said we're going to catch fish today. Fish can be shad, can be drum, can be smallmouth, largemouth,
There's only
spot.
one thing we love to catch at Nickajack, and that's monster smallmouth.
Well, hopefully we're going to catch a big smallmouth today.
Well,
but we hadn't been down there in a long time, and we'll see.
Well, did you notice the moon this morning, Tom?
No.
Well, I did, because I was up at 3:03, and it was huge. And normally that first moon, that first full moon at the end of March, that can be the time. You know that as a fisherman, don't you? Is that something that you just learned?
Thank you, Dan. I'm glad you showed me that.
You know.
Let's go fishing.
Go on. Getting all jacked up. Jaw jacking at the jack. With Crumpy the fisherman. Are you as jacked up as I am now?
I'm jacked up to be at the jack.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man, I got a little trick I'm doing on my depth finder now, and this is just a little something for people to think about. You know, you'll be going down a bank and you'll want to put a piece that you see, or like a stump or a rock, you know, in your unit, you know, on your GPS, you know, put a little mark on it or whatever. So if I do that, I've got specific marks, and in these Lowrance units, you've got multiple settings you can use, or multiple different symbols you can use. So what I do is I've got a little tiny red mark if it's a rock, or I've got a little tiny yellow mark if it's a stump. So I don't want to confuse that with a place I'm catching fish. So I've got specific marks for specific things in here. So that way I know if it's supposed to be a rock hump or a rock structure or a stump.
And you know, another thing you can do is also edit and actually put the words in there too, relative to your GPS coordinate.
But then I'd have to spell see, and that's, you know.
Jacked up to be at the Jack. All right, what's the conditions today?
It's supposed to get up to 77 degrees, I think, and we're supposed to have cloud cover coming in around 2 o'clock. So it looks like they're pulling current, which is what you want down here. They have pulled it down overnight, so we'll see. The water temperature's been coming up. It's around 52 something starting out. Air temperature's not but about 38, so we'll see what's going to happen.
And also too, it's time to get our life jackets on.
Yeah, you got to keep them on around these dams.
That's it. You're going, big doggy. What do you got?
I don't know. I thought it was a big. Oh, it's a big largemouth. Big largemouth.
Oh my gosh. Don't swing him, big doggy.
No, he ain't hooked that.
No, he ain't. Oh my gosh, big dog.
He don't really know he's hooked yet, I don't think.
Get him, big dog. Get him in the boat.
I just barely got him.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, big dog. Get him in the boat. Oh my.
Come here, boy.
Oh my God, somebody grab that fish.
Maybe I got him better than I thought.
Oh.
Maybe I don't have him better than I thought.
Oh my goodness.
Look how fat that thing is, look.
Oh my. That's awesome.
Look, he's been caught before. Well, there's a good fish to start off the morning.
Here, let me get in the sunshine. Or you get in the sunshine. Hold him.
That's a good fish to start off the morning with anyway.
My gosh, big doggy.
He just sneaked up on that big football jig and ate it up.
That's awesome, big dog. Your side.
Oh, we're gonna have sides, huh?
You know we're going to. Well, folks, the big dog is off to a good start as we're jaw-jacking on the Jack. And in a moment, we'll be right back with some more fish in action. But right now, it's time for some pictures from this week's
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild. Brought to you by Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee.
Well, folks, Ken Campsey sure knows how to catch those Percy Priest largemouths, and here is a dandy. And here is Mickey Short in his Fishin' Affliction attire, looking good and holding a nice largemouth. And today's Miss Vic pick, a female wood duck looking for her boyfriend. Folks, you can post your pictures to our ever-popular Facebook page, and maybe you'll see them right here on the big screen.
In the Wild. Your pictures in the wild. Brought to you by Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee.
You're the rookie. This is your moment.
Market 15 pounds, 10 ounces, steel champions this year, Kentucky Lake Strike King.
When you tie on a bait by Strike King.
Hey man, we got your back.
You're standing on the shoulders of legends.
Smyrna Ready Mix is an established company that handles business daily with integrity and professionalism. Whether you're a general contractor, professional builder, or a do-it-yourself homeowner, SRM has your concrete solutions. With several convenient locations in the Middle Tennessee area to serve you, the only call you need to make is to SRM, ready to serve you with integrity and professionalism.
Fishin' Affliction's Facebook page. Like it.
Hold him.
That's a good fish to start off the morning with anyway.
My gosh, big
He
doggy.
just sneaked up on that big football jig and ate it up.
That's awesome, big dog. Your side.
Oh, we're gonna have sides, huh?
You know we're going to.
Man, he was just, Dan, I'm just telling you, he was just there. I made that cast and That bait just started moving off.
Well, show me the bait.
I mean, it's just a little, I've shortened up a football jig with a menace trailer, and you know, I may never I get a bite on it the rest of the day, but I caught that one. I mean, he was deep too, buddy. He was 16 feet deep. And what, you know, what I'm trying to target right now is fish that are starting to position, to, you know, go on bed. We're at 55 degrees now.
All right, buddy. Looks like there's some on the graph.
There is one there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, folks, the big dog had only made 2 casts and already had a nice largemouth in the boat. And after we saw a fish or two on the Lowrance HDS below us, 2 casts later, an absolute monster loaded on.
Are they eating on the football jig, big dog?
Oh my goodness, this one like ripped it out of my head. I don't know, if this is a bass, it's an absolute giant. I've done back. Here he comes.
Oh my gosh, my gosh.
Oh my goodness, oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, that's a giant.
That's an 8+ pound fish, big dog.
Oh, what a monster. Oh, what a toad. Oh, what a toad. Look
oh my gosh, big dog. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he come on. Oh, God, he come on. Oh, he come on. Oh, he come on. Oh, God, he come on. I was babying him too, man. Oh, man, what a monster.
What just happened?
Oh my goodness.
What just happened?
Oh, that was a toad, man.
That was an 8 pound plus fish.
I mean, I throwed in that one little spot there. We caught that first fish. I had one just tomahawk me and I missed him. I threw back over there and hung that monster, man. Absolute Trojan fish. I was looking, I mean, I was just trying to take it easy on him and play him down, and man.
All right, buddy. Well, I guess you're just gonna leave the big ones to me today, aren't you?
Man,
that was huge.
I mean,
that
the water's so clear, man. You can see them big toes, man. That was a monster fish. I mean, you probably got a little bit of him on
I did.
film. I don't know, but
I got him swimming away too, big doggy. We're supposed to be catching him. We catch him release,
thanks,
but he
man.
gets in the
Thanks
boat.
a lot.
Gosh, that was a pig.
Well, folks, the big dog and I are in agreement that this monster bass was somewhere between that 7 and possibly 8 pound range, an absolute giant. And folks, you can't catch them all, and sometimes the big ones, they do get away. But if you keep throwing those Strike King baits, you're gonna catch the majority of your fish, even if you're the big dog.
Spinnerbait fish, huh, big doggy? Where's he at? Where's he at?
Yes.
Where's he at?
Right here.
It's a Kentucky.
Oh, it's a Kentucky.
It's a nice
fat Kentucky.
Look at that, buddy.
Ooh, look at that. Got him on the trailer hook.
You just swapped over, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to swap over. But I'm gonna tell you. Oh, he already had a mark in it. Ooh, that's what you want, man. Look at that now. That fish has been caught before too. Dadgum, everybody's been caught before.
Look how chunky that is.
Man.
That is wild.
Look at that. Now I'm putting that one in the box.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm putting that one in the box because it's just a good chunky Kentucky. Oh. No, it just tears me up to get a spinnerbait bite. Oh my God, you know, that's just tearing me up. I hate that. Don't you hate that?
What spinnerbait are we throwing?
We are throwing the big Bass Pro KVD, and it is a big bad boy too.
Actually, we are not throwing anything. You are throwing it.
Well, excuse me. You're grumpy. Why are you grumpy?
All right, let me get my stuff on.
Well, folks, you heard the big dog say that I was grumpy, and I really was probably more testy, I guess is the better word. Because, see, while he was getting to enjoy doing some fishing, I was dealing with learning how to use the new camera, which I had to teach the big dog how to use.
Oh, we're recording. We're recording. See, I told you I could be a cameraman.
I bet you're doing a dandy job too, big dog. I bet it's going to be probably one of the better video moments on Fishin Affliction TV. Are we heading down to my spot now? Last 2 trips we've gone to my spots catching fish.
You know, when I don't talk, he just keeps rambling.
I got to. I don't think you're going to say something. All right, then you have to shut the switch off.
Which is this?
Straight down.
What are you doing?
What's wrong?
What are you doing?
Never seen Nutella and a granola?
I've never seen anybody do it in a boat.
We live in the boat this time of the year. So this is home. I'm just as loaded like I'm doing it at home. Nutella is good. It's a really good source of protein.
Do we have them as the new sponsor?
We don't. I'm just saying for good boat snacks, it's a little thing for a boat snack. It's really good. Take a granola bar and dip it in there. That's excellent.
You're a piglet.
Whatever. Okay.
Well, folks, we're having some fun doing some jaw-jacking down there on Nickajack, and in a moment we'll be right back with some more fishing action. But right now it's time to head upstairs to the kitchen to see what Miss Vicki's got cooking this week. In the Skillet with Miss Vicki, the most delicious part of Fishin Affliction TV.
Welcome to In the Skillet. I'm Vicki Porter. Today I have an appetizer recipe for you that's both delicious and easy. It's my bacon and cheddar stuffed mushrooms. And now for the ingredients. You will need bacon, mushrooms, butter, onion powder, shredded cheddar cheese, and garlic powder. After removing and chopping your mushroom stems, add them to a skillet with melted butter. Now season with some onion powder and season with your garlic powder. Now cook these for about 5 or 6 minutes. Now in a bowl, mix together your bacon that we cooked earlier, your cheddar cheese, and your mushroom mixture. Get this all mixed together, and this is going to be the filling for our mushroom caps. Now it's time to stuff our mushroom caps with the bacon cheese mixture and place them in a greased baking dish. After these finish cooking, it's time to sit down and enjoy these delicious bacon and cheddar stuffed mushrooms. You can find this recipe at intheskillet.com, and be sure and click on the YouTube icon to see this video as well as all of my other In the Skillets. I'm Vicki Porter. Tune in next week to see what's cooking in the skillet.
S11 sunglasses makes it like the water is not even there.
Hey everyone, I want to remind you, as we do from time to time, about the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency's Facebook pages and also its website. The website is tnwildlife.org. How many times have I said that on here? But some of you might be new. tnwildlife.org. Great information out there. Every guide that we issue in hard copy, fishing guide, hunting guide, trapping guide, waterfowl guide, is all out on that website, and you can look it up electronically right there, but it's got a whole lot more information than that. Also, our Facebook pages. I help work on the Region 2 Facebook page a lot, and it has more local information on here, whereas there's a Facebook page over in Region 1 or West Tennessee. It's all about there. We have one on the Plateau that's all about the Crossville area and up in that area, and then we have one in East Tennessee that's about the eastern part of the state and what's going on over there. So go check out the Facebook pages of Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Most of us use Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, or 4, and also the central office, which we call Region 5, has a big Facebook page too. So go check them out, learn all you can, and if you still have questions, give the agency a call. I'll see you next week right here on Fishin Affliction.
Fishin Affliction's YouTube channel. Watch it.
Welcome back to Fishin Affliction TV, and this segment of the show is brought to you by Ranger Boats. Mercury Outboards, Deca Batteries, Akuma High Performance Fishing Gear, Seagar Fishing Line, Mustad Hooks, Onyx Life Jackets and Rainwear, Fraybill, Real Magic, Rugged Marine Electronic Mounts by Ram Mounts, Wigwam Socks, BBG Marine, and Poindexter's Outdoors in Gallatin, Tennessee.
It's time for Gibby's Grand Ole Lures and Tackle Treasures.
What I have in my hand here is one of the earliest wooden body baits that I have in my collection. It is a Shakespeare, quote, Rhodes. Actually, Mr. Rhodes made this bait, and later Shakespeare bought out Mr. Rhodes' patent on it. And if you can tell, it has staples holding the hooks in, which is very rudimentary as far as fishing lures being made. It has tack eyes, spinning props. It's a topwater spinning bait. Mr. Rhodes was one of the makers from 1895 to 1900 who became part of a much larger company, which was the Shakespeare Company. This Rhodes minnow is probably a 9 out of 10.
Folks, this is just one of the grand ole lures and tackle treasures in Mr. Gibby Gibson's tremendous collection. And folks, Gibby is a past president of the National Fishing Lures Collectors Club, a wonderful source of knowledge and friendships, and a place where you can see countless grand ole lures and tackle treasures. Be sure to check out this wonderful organization online at nflcc.org.
Nutella is good. It's a really good source of protein.
Do we have them as the new sponsor?
We don't. I'm just saying, for good boat snacks, it's a little thing for a boat snack. It's really good. Take a granola bar and dip it in there. That's excellent.
You're a piglet.
Whatever.
Well, after giving the big dog a video and nutrition lesson, it was time to get back to doing some jaw jacking on the jack.
What do you got, big doggy?
Probably.
What do you think?
I don't know. It's not a bass, probably.
What do you got, a drum?
It's a big drum.
Well?
Oh, shoot. I knew something had knocked the fire out of it. I threw back in there and he hit it again.
You know it never fails.
The good thing about these things,
what's that, buddy?
When it's a slow day, they're fun to catch.
You have always caught some monsters here too, haven't you?
Ooh, look how pretty his head is.
They're beautiful fish.
Okay, so if you can eat redfish, which is nothing but a red drum, how come you can't eat those?
Who says you can't?
Well, I want you to try and let me know if they're good, and that way I know if it's going to kill me or not.
People eat them all the time. It's just not a preferred fillet in these parts, but they are considered by some to be a delicious tasting fish. And as you can see, they eat crawdads, don't they?
And they eat a jig. Dang, this one's got some power.
What do you reckon it is? Do you think it's a...
This ain't no bass. They don't grow that big. Whatever it is, ooh, it's big. Ooh, look how big it is.
Well,
ooh,
man, what a monster. Monster truck. Oh my gosh. Look how big that thing. That is a tank. Can you believe how big they get here?
They like a jig, don't they?
My gosh, big dog. Look how big that is.
You can say what you want to. I like catching these things.
You gotta lift them, just for a second. I mean, look how big that thing is. My gosh. You always catch the biggest drum here, always. That's a monster.
Because they live here. I don't want to hurt him, but I gotta get some pressure off of him and get this hook out. There he is. Monster drum.
That's a dandy, big dog.
All right, here's your release. 1.5. I told you I had a good bite up there.
Pretty solid, man.
He was up digging on the rocks, I guess, because it didn't no more hit the water than boom. He liked my football jig. I got to rework on it. He wore my little football jig out.
Cool. All right, big dog.
I'm hooked up, but I don't know what it is. It's probably not a bass. It's a big strike, which you just called a big strike, which I would have liked to got on film, except for one problem.
What happened?
The boat liked to hit the wing wall.
We have our Onyx life jackets on, which is mandatory below the dam anyway, but things can happen when you're near a dam, so always be extra careful, right, big doggy?
Exactly right.
And whatever you do, don't film your partner catching his fish.
That's a good little strike. I'll just tell you one thing. They're absolutely stacked in there. I missed 3. Probably hooked up. Exactly where you hung yours, right there. Right just though.
Is that odd that I always show you where the fish are and then you go and catch my fish?
No, it's not odd that I catch your fish.
And you're gonna do it again, aren't you?
If you keep filming, I'm gonna catch them. I mean, I'm not stopping.
All right, buddy. Go get him. Is it a spot, big dog?
I can't tell what it is. Here he comes, though.
Where is he?
Right there.
Smallmouth? It's a small jaws. No, it's a spot. Woo, no it isn't. What is it, big dog? It's a largemouth. We got lines out everywhere, just doing what we can.
Well, here.
That's all right. You can do your thing. I'm good. Hold him up real quick. Let me see him.
Right there he is.
All right, buddy. That's a good one. Want to put him in my side?
No.
Big doggy.
Cordon.
I don't know what it is. It's going to come up right there beside you. What do you think it is, big dog? That's one thing about these baits right here. They catch a little bit of everything. Here's a little white bass on the old titanium umbrella rig by Strike King. It's a bass, big dog, on my side.
Goodbye.
Well, folks, the big dog and I are having a whole bunch of fishing fun as we're doing some jaw jacking down on the Jack. And on next week's episode, you are going to see the biggest smallmouth ever caught on Fishin' Affliction when the big dog does battle with a smallmouth so big in fact that she is now living happily in the Bass Pro Shops aquarium there in Nashville, Tennessee. So tune in to Fishin' Affliction TV next week and you'll see.
Oh, what a pig. Oh, what a pig. What a pig, boy. Look at that thing. You didn't get off the damn.
Oh, my gosh, big dog.
This week's Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend is
Betty Stahl.
And thanks for being our Facebook friend. For your chance to join in the fun and become an official Team Fishin' Affliction featured Facebook friend, simply like us on Facebook. And be sure to write a comment on our wall. As always, a big thank you to all of our national and local sponsors for providing us with the most advanced technology and highest quality products and services. Be sure to visit each of our partners online through the sponsor links page on our official website at FishinAffliction.com. And this is your old pal Matthew Gillen, the voice of Fishin' Affliction TV, hoping that you'll tune in next week, because there's no doubt that Dan and the big dog got it bad. They've got Fishin' Affliction for those who got it bad.
Hey Dan, where's your bait? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Look, it is floating.
Which is not the bait that I wanted to use, by the way.
Oh, Dan, it is floating.
If I knew you...
Well, it really didn't matter, because if you'd had a sinking one, you know where it would be? It would be at the bottom of the lake, because someone, oh look, there's not even a knot tie. That means someone didn't even tie it on good. Not even a knot tie. Look, no line attached.
Let's go away.